Chapter 1: Early Memories. Some people have memories from as young as when they were 2 years old. I have even met someone who told me their earliest memory was going to the hospital as an infant. When he asked his mom about it, she told him that the only time he went to hospital was when he was 6 months old, and that was to get circumcised. My earliest memory is March 1983. I was just over 4 years old. I was in a car with my parents, my brother and my dad, and some guy from our street who was a car mechanic. I think his name starts with H. I'll call him Henry. We were driving my mum to the hospital. She was going to give birth to my sister. I remember Henry suggesting to my brother that maybe he will have another sister. He replied quite surely that he would prefer a brother. Smell is the strongest trigger for memories. The lining of our noses is only 14 centimeters square, but contains 5 million olfactory receptors. Interestingly enough, 70% of them are inactive, and the ones that are active live only a month. They have the ability to come back though. Thanks to the olfactory receptors, we were able to distinguish up to 10,000 different scents. For comparison, a dog has a nose lining of 56 centimeters square, 4 times larger than a human, and its sense of smell is 100,000 times better than a human. Certain garden smells remind me how, as children, my brother, sister and I, with some neighboring children, used to make herb, weed or grass soup. Delicious. Or with my dad, go to the back garden and kill beetles that were eating our staple diet, the humble potato. The other day, the smell of the rain combined with rubber from the car tires triggered my memory of playing in puddles outside while wearing my favorite gum boots. I remember my dad buying me this plastic shoe that was actually a house with a slide and the little plastic people residing in it. He used to work as a Polish-German interpreter, and that was one of the German gifts he brought me. I also recall getting shoes to wear, the same ones as my sister, but different colors. It would be understandable to expect that I possibly may have developed a shoe fetish due to this later in my life, but thankfully that's not been the case, so far at least. These shoes had a pair of keys attached to them. I liked them. In preparation for Dad to buy us shoes, he drew imprints of our feet on paper and took them to Germany. Coincidentally, my sister and I have both copied this idea in our adult life and tried to buy shoes for our boyfriends, but they both ended up with shoes too small for them. We must have missed something in the process somehow. I had one most favorite dress when I was 6 years old. It was navy with braces attached, and it had a plastic red hand as a clip. I probably only liked it because of the hands. A couple of my favorite tops had Mickey Mouse on them. When I think back, it must be my first memory of thinking that Dad was smart. After all, he had masters in science. He was so versatile that during his working life, he was a school teacher, maths and physics, a food technologist, and, like I said earlier, Polish-German interpreter. He also gave pottery classes and taught himself English, and then taught students English at my school. I was proud of my dad for having traveled on his bicycle all over Finland and other European countries. Maybe that's why Dad had such strong, muscular legs, especially calves. I used to think that his legs are way better than my skinny legs. This poor self-image of my calves caused me to do exercises in the gym as an adult to tone my calves. I probably went slightly too hard and got minuscule stretch marks caused by building up some muscles in a short period of time. I didn't learn much English from my dad, even though whenever we were driving our blue car, the tape kept on saying lots of foreign sentences, and one got stuck in my head with this American accent. Please repeat. I felt like my dad was impatient with me, especially when I had math questions for him. It stuck in my head that he called me stupid. I really think children should not be put down, especially by adults. Rather, they should be encouraged so they can blossom and feel the parents' love.